Throughout the years I've been on this earth, I have gained and lost a lot of friends. I'm sure a lot of you have as well. And some of those friends I've lost for really good reasons. I've had friends try and flirt with my girlfriend or attempt to steal from me or something. And those people I'm very happy that I cut off. But there's some people that I lost friendships over some real stupid things. And today's story time is about the time that I lost a friend over a damn vape. I wish that wasn't the case, but it is. I hope you enjoy this. Leave a like on the video if you do. Let's get into it. So today's story time all takes place 2 years ago. So honestly, not too long ago compared to some of the story times I've been telling recently on this channel. And this all starts off like a normal day 2 years ago. I woke up pretty late in the day. I'm not gonna lie. My sleep schedule was pretty cooked. I woke up at 4 p.m. I know, I'm terrible. But I got up out of bed and I was getting ready pretty quick because on this day, or I should say night, I had plans. It was my friend's birthday party. My good friend Skylar, someone I've been friends with since I was 10 years old. We grew up on the same street. It was his birthday party. It was his 23rd birthday, I believe. And I was really excited for this party because Skylar was going all out. He rented a huge Airbnb on the beach. It had 6 bedrooms. There was going to be a whole bunch of our friends there, a lot of people. It was going to be sick, right? I was very excited. So I got ready very quickly. I ran to the store afterwards to grab some food because he said he wanted me to bring some little sides and stuff so people could eat while they're there. I think they were going to have pizza there, but he wanted sides. So yeah, I went to the store. I grabbed some crackers and shit and chips and all that kind of stuff. And then I proceeded to go to the Airbnb. Now, I got to the Airbnb, I think at around 6 or 7, and no one was really there yet. It was just me, Skylar, and a couple other people, just close friends. The actual party didn't start till about 8 or 9, so we had some time to get ready before the people showed up. So, we laid out all the chips, put it in bowls and stuff. I gave him his gift early just because I didn't want to wait until everyone was there and have it be crowded and hard to talk to him. So I gave him his little card that I got him early. It wasn't some insane physical gift, but I got him $100 cash. So I think it's a pretty good gift. I mean, you can get a lot with 100, so yeah. But anyway, an hour or so later, people started showing up, and little by little, it became very big. And it was a lot bigger than I expected, to be honest. I thought maybe 30 people would show up, but I think it was 60 people. And 60 people doesn't sound like a ton of people, but inside one house, that's a lot of people. So yeah, it was crazy. Now, I'd say 90% of the party was amazing. I mean, the first 3 hours, 4 hours even, I had a great time and all my friends were there that I knew from school and from my hometown. There was a couple new people there as well because you were allowed to bring guests and things were just great, right? It wasn't until the tail end of it where shit really got bad. So about an hour before the party was kind of ending, there was this guy there who was a friend of a friend. No one really knew who he was, but there was somebody that brought him. And we'll just call him Alex, okay? Alex was way too drunk to be at this party still. He should have went home 2 hours ago. And he's walking around the party an hour before it's over, going up to people going, Yo, where's my vape? Have you seen my vape, dude? Where's my vape? And he's just asking everybody. And then he gets to me and he goes, Yo, where's my vape, man? And I was like, bro, I have no idea. And he's like, you sure? You look like someone that vapes. You didn't see it? You didn't hit it? I was like, no, dude, where'd you have it last? He's like, on that couch right there. And he points to the couch in the living room. And I was like, did you check underneath the cushions and stuff? He's like, yeah, bro. I'm like, okay, did you check underneath the couch? Why don't you recline it and look underneath the foot recliner thing? And he was like, oh, yeah, good idea. And he goes over there and he starts doing it. And I'm just standing there talking to my friend. And then he comes back 10 minutes later. And he's like, I didn't find it. I'm like, shit, man, sorry. I don't know where else to look. And he goes, you sure you don't have it? You're being real suspicious. And I was trying so fucking hard not to be annoyed because I knew this guy was just drunk. And that's why he was being the way he was. So I was like, dude, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't have it. I haven't seen it. If I see it, I'll let you know. What color is it? And he goes, you know what color it is. And I was like, bro, I don't know what color it is. Can you tell me? And right after I say this dude, the guy that brought him to the party, an actual friend of mine, we'll just call this friend Eric. Eric comes up to us and he can kind of sense something's going on. And he goes, what's going on, guys? And the drunk guy, Alex, looks at Eric and goes, your boy here has my vape, but he won't give it back. And I was like, Eric, I don't have his vape. He thinks that I have it. He keeps asking me if I've seen it. I told him I haven't. I don't know what to do here. And then Eric, takes his side. He's like, oh, well, this is my homie, man. And my homie wouldn't lie. Like, if he saw you have it, you gotta have it. I was like, bro, I don't have it. He didn't see me holding it. I don't even vape. I haven't hit a vape in forever. Like, what are you talking about? And now I'm getting frustrated because it's like, dude, I'm just trying to enjoy my boy's birthday party, and I got 2 people behind me playing Vape Theft Auto, fucking asking me every 5 seconds if I stole their vape. So, yeah, I end up telling them both, like, one last time. I'm like, listen, I'm leaving it at this. I didn't steal the vape, all right? Have a good one. And I turn around and I go to leave because I'm like, I'm not trying to deal with this. I'm just going to walk away and go find my other friends. And while I'm walking away, a hand comes on my shoulder and, like, turns me around. And it's Eric. And I'm like, Eric, why are you putting your hands on me, dude? Like, I'm leaving. And he goes, well, dude, like, can you just, like, work this out first? Because, like, my boy wouldn't lie. And I'm like, your boy's drunk. He's hammered. He doesn't even know what he's saying. And, like, bro, I'm trying to help him more than most people at this party are. Like, I told him where to look. I told him what to do. And, like, I'm trying to help the dude. No one else is. And Eric's like, well, yeah, I mean, bro, I believe you. But, like, also, I've known this dude for way longer. And, like, I just know he wouldn't lie. So, like, if he said you got it, maybe he saw you pick it up or something. And I was like, bro, I can't. Like, I'm going to turn around now. Don't touch me. I'm leaving. I ain't in the mood for this shit. And I go to turn around and walk away. And while I'm walking away, Mr. Drunk Guy, Alex, Eric's drunk friend with the lost vape, screams out at the top of his lungs so everybody can hear it, "You're a pussy!" And I have 2 choices. I turn around and I engage with the annoying, stupid behavior of this drunk guy, or I ignore it. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this dude. I'm not even going to engage with it. I'm going to keep walking. But as I kept walking, I hear someone else respond and say, what the fuck you just say to him? And I look to my right, and it's none other than Skylar, the birthday boy, the one who's throwing the party, my good friend since we were kids, sticking up for me. And he goes up to that drunk dude, and he confronts him. He's like, what the fuck are you saying to my friend? And the guy's like, oh, I didn't mean it. It was a joke. Like, he's backing down now, right? And then Eric, the one who was backing him up, you know, trying to accuse me of stealing too, was like, yo, Skylar, like, dial it back, bro. Chill out. And Skylar's like, nah, fuck that. You brought this kid to my party. He's harassing one of my best friends. Like, you chill out. How about you take your stupid drunk boy and get the fuck out of my party? And he's like pressing him, right? And Eric doesn't like being pressed. And he starts getting kind of annoyed back and, like, you know, getting up in Skylar's face. And now my 2 friends are in each other's faces looking like they're about to fight. Now, here's the thing. Eric was someone I was only friends with for a few years in school. Skylar is someone that I've been friends with for over a decade. Therefore, I'm on Skylar's side. Also, Skylar didn't just accuse me of stealing something I didn't steal, so I don't feel that bad about taking Skylar's side. But regardless, I didn't want them to fight. Even though, like, I fucking was kind of mad at Eric at the time, and, you know, I was on Skylar's side with this whole thing, I didn't want them to fight. So I got between them, and I, like, put my hands between them, and I split them up, and I'm like, yo, guys, like, this shit ain't worth it. You guys are both a little drunk. Chill, you know, like, we're fine. Like, it's over a fucking vape. Let's relax. And I split them up far enough apart to where they're, like, you know, chilling out a little bit. And then, of course, Mr. Drunk Guy, Alex, the dumb fuck with the lost vape, starts yapping again. This dude goes, I thought I was about to see you fight, bro. Why'd you break it up? And I was like, yo, shut the fuck up. Please shut the fuck up. Like, someone find him his vape so he could shove it in his mouth and shut the fuck up. And then Eric chimes in and he's like, yo, don't talk to my boy like that. To me. And I was like, your boy's a fucking idiot. And I'm getting mad now. And then Skylar gets in his face again. And then the drunk guy gets in my face with Eric. And, like, everyone's just in each other's faces. And it's essentially a 2v2. And there's a crowd forming around us. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? This is really happening right now. So after we're in each other's faces for about 5-10 seconds, it kind of, like, chills out a bit. Like, we don't really have much else to say. You know, we kind of, like, all yelled at each other for a little bit. And me and Skylar turn around. We start walking away because, like, we thought it was over. And as I'm walking away with Skylar, somebody swings behind me. Like, I heard a footstep, and then I feel someone hit me in the back. And that was, like, the nail in the coffin. I was angry. And I turn around, and I look at one of the people that's in the crowd that was watching, and I said, yo, who just swung on me? And this guy points to Eric. And I look at Eric, and he looks at me, and he's looking at me like, come on, let's do it. So I just went. Next thing I know, bro, I'm in a fight with someone I've been friends with for years over a fucking lost vape. Then about 5 seconds later, I look to my right, and Skylar's fighting fucking Alex. Him versus the vape kid. So it's a straight up 2v2. And I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of concerned for that dude, because Skylar's a big dude, and Alex was drunk and smaller. So I was like, yo, this dude's kind of, like, fucked. But luckily, the fight didn't last very long. It was only like 5 or 10 seconds, bro, realistically. It was quick because a lot of people at the party did not want to see that happen. I think when like we were all in each other's faces, a lot of people stood by because like, you know, they love drama. But once it turned into an actual fight, a lot of people didn't like that because like I said, we're all friends at this party for the most part, and they don't want to see friends fight. So yeah, a bunch of my friends jumped in and broke it up within like probably 10 seconds, and it didn't last very long. But that isn't to say there wasn't some damage inflicted, all right? I ain't gonna lie, my face hurt, okay? I'm not afraid to admit that the dude got a few great punches at me. But also, the dude I was fighting, Mr. Eric, his face was all red and had some swelling on it. So I think I also got a few hits in. I had less swelling than him, so, you know, I looked like I won, which is good. But I certainly felt like I lost. I don't know who won because I was in the fight and I didn't watch it. One of my friends said that it looked like I won. Someone else said it was about even. So, you know, I don't really give a shit, to be honest. I'm just glad that it didn't last longer than that because it could have been way worse. As for Skylar and Mr. Drunk Dude definitely lost. Like I said, Skylar was a bigger dude and wasn't as drunk as him, so he was a little bit more alert in his fighting capabilities, but he didn't get that hurt either. Like I said, you know, a little swelling, a little redness in the face with him as well. Nothing crazy. Now, after we got broken up, we were still kind of screaming at each other. Me and Skylar versus these two other dudes. We were screaming, yelling at each other, and eventually we got them out of the party. Skylar had his friends kick those motherfuckers out, and they were gone. And I'd say the last like 30 or 40 minutes after that of the party, maybe an hour, was a lot better. We kind of forgot about them pretty quick and just went back to partying and enjoying the remainder of it. And it was a really good time. Now, I wish I could say that after this party was over and everything was all said and done, that the next day, me and Eric talked to each other and we made up and everything was all good and, you know, we were fine. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case because the next day rolled around and I texted Eric and I was like, yo, man, like, last night was dumb. You were a little drunk. I drank a little bit too. Like, I feel like everything about last night was just so stupid. And we're going to see each other again in the future at other parties and other friends' houses. Like, we shouldn't be beefing like this. And this dude just replies with a crying emoji. The crying, laughing emoji that we all know. And I'm sitting there thinking like, yo, what the fuck was it that I said that was so funny that this dude's replying with that? So it kind of pissed me off. I can't lie. And I was like, all right, you want to be petty and laugh at me trying to be the bigger dude? I'm gonna be petty. So I replied and I said, crying, laughing. That's funny. That's the same face I made last night when I was punching you in the face. And he got real upset at that. He was like, you didn't do shit. Like, how about we meet up and go round 2 right now and we'll see who really wins. And you wanna know what I replied with? The crying, laughing emoji. I then followed that up with, about 5 minutes later, I said, I hope your homie's vape was worth burning 2 friendships. Peace. And I blocked his number. And I have yet to see him ever since. Now, I'm not gonna lie. All these years later, I could give 2 shits. If I saw him out in public, I would not be upset. But the thing that upsets me is that I lost a friendship with someone that I knew for years, by the way, over someone's lost vape. I don't give a shit about that guy's lost vape. I didn't give a shit about it then. I don't give a shit about it now. Honestly, I hope every vape that guy has in the future, he fucking loses. I hope he drops every single one of them under the couch and he never finds it. I hope the couch opens a black hole underneath it and swallows the vape. I'm crashing out. But anyway, yeah, in the end, I lost my friend. Skylar also is not friends with him anymore, and we have not seen him or that friend of his that lost his vape ever since. So yeah, R.I.P. Eric and me's friendship, and R.I.P. Alex's vape. But yeah, guys, that is the end of the story time. Moral of the story is, don't accuse somebody of stealing something unless you really have proof. Number 2, don't put your hands on somebody unless you have to and it's self-defense. And number 3, as always, just learn from my ways. Don't be like me in this story time or my friends. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time, though. If you did, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below. And subscribe if you're new. I will see you guys later. Peace. I be fully loaded, I be whipping foreign cars. Always stay devoted, mama knew